Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Salad Master Consultant. I'm happy that you are watching this video and preparing yourself to do an outstanding demonstration, because the way this business works, if you do a fun, fast demo in front of quality, qualified prospects, you will get quality results. So your primary focus is to develop your demo, make it fun and interactive. So we're going to start with the flip chart. And the presentation I'm going to do with the flip chart today is not necessarily black and white, this is the way you should do it. There are some very good tips that you want to follow here, and let the games begin. So I'm going to use the notes as a guideline. The first notes is it talks about how to set up the kitchen. And before you start the demonstration, while your customer is filling out their lifestyle questionnaire, you want to unpack the cookware, put it on the stove. You want to unpack all your food, put it into bowls. You want to make sure that any sort of serving utensils or spoons or whatever you need from the hostess, a salad bowl, trivets, those things are already pre-prepared. Okay? So I'm going to do this presentation as if I was talking to you, my future customer, and I'm also going to do sidebar conversations as to why I say what I say when I say it. Ultimately, you want to get people eating within, or get cooking within 10 to 12 minutes with the flip chart. And here's the reason why. A lot of times people are hungry, and if your demonstration is too long, they forget a lot of what you say towards the end of the demonstration anyways. So we want to tell them what we're going to tell them, we're going to do the demo, and then we'll remind them again. So ladies and gentlemen, my three objectives here today. Number one is to impress you so much that you're going to be excited to recommend your family and friends. In fact, we do have an extremely lucrative hosting program, the Salad Master Machine, which you felt earlier. That is something I'm going to help you get for free simply by recommending for other health conscious couples. That would be the ultimate compliment you could give back to me, is winning your confidence and feeling that your family and friends would get value from receiving this information. My second objective, this may not apply to you, but many people I do cook for find that they could use an extra $300 to $800 a week on a part-time basis. Now, how our business works is very simple. We're looking right now for helpers, we're looking for presenters. Some of these people can move into management very rapidly, and even business ownership. Our company is experiencing double-digit growth for the last 10 years, every single year. Even when the economic downslide, our business had our best year ever. So with that being said, as I'm doing the demonstration, if you know of anyone that likes being in front of people, maybe they're passionate about health or they love to cook, maybe they have a desire to earn extra income. We can't guarantee everyone a job, but there is an opportunity available, and we can fill you in on more information a little bit later. And my third objective is to interest you in owning Salad Master, the cookware we're demonstrating here today, which is the absolute finest on the market. I love it. I believe everybody should own it. There's no obligation here today, but if you do see something you like, let me know, and we'll see what we can do, because there's some really, really great specials on today. Here's our outline. I'm going to do a quick little flip chart, then we're going to do a live cooking show, and then you're going to eat while I clean up. Then we're going to do something called the pollution test, and we will wrap up the program, answer any of your questions. If you want to see the sets and the specials, we can talk about that as well too. So we're starting here at 6 o'clock. We should be wrapped up around 8:30, depending on how many questions you have. Sounds great? Let the games begin. By the way, at the bottom, all my notes are here, but notice I'm using this as a guideline, and I'm not reading it as a book. Flip the page. Now, how do we get the name Salad Master? Well, the Salad Master Machine that you felt earlier in 1946 was our first product. Since then, the cookware has become our #1 seller, and we continue to give away the Salad Master Machine as well as some really other valuable gifts simply by recommending your family and friends. So the Salad Master Machine retails for over $450. We have a wok, we have a knife set. These are additional premiums should you have a lot of friends that you'd like to recommend. In fact, there's an opportunity for you to earn hundreds and even thousands of dollars in free advertising premiums. Our cookware is proudly made in the U.S., engineered in the U.S., with U.S. surgical stainless steel. We are proud of that because most pots and pans nowadays are pretty much manufactured overseas, and the quality of materials and the quality of craftsmanship is not as high as what you're experiencing here. Our cookware is also backed by a lifetime warranty. I like to call it a legacy warranty because over the last 60, almost 70 years, we've had people that have used it every single day. Their children have grown up, their children have bought sets, they've passed on some of their cookware to their kids and even their grandkids. And so Salad Master truly is a legacy, something that is a durable consumable, something that has tremendous value because really you're going to use it at least once a day, every day for the rest of your life. Our cookware is not cheap though, and there's a reason it costs more to make. And I think like anything that's good quality, you get what you pay for. To give you a ballpark, sets start around $2,500 to say $5,500. We even have a chef set for over $12,000. That's okay, your jaw can drop. It's a lot of people are investing in it. When I heard the price, I was going, are you kidding me? And then by the end of the demonstration, 3 of my friends, myself and 2 of my friends invested in a set because really it's a no-brainer. It pays for itself, cuts your kitchen time in half, and it preserves an average of 93% of the nutrition in your food. So it really is an amazing product. And again, if you do want to see the brochures, we can tell you about the specials a little bit later. Now, we talked a little bit about you earlier, and a couple of questions I did want to ask is you said that you are 10 out of 10 as health conscious. So I'd like to know what you're doing to eat healthier. Are you taking supplements? Are you doing cleanses? Are you buying organic vegetables? Who does the cooking in the household? Do you eat out at restaurants much? And is it difficult to get any of the household members to eat healthy? And what kind of cookware do you presently use? This is an interactive chit chat. Not only does this quantify and qualify the interest of the customer, it also isolates any concerns or objections and also brings up any of their hot buttons as well too. So don't skip over the lifestyle questionnaire. My personal testimony, what I love about this cookware, I've been happily using it for over 20 years. And within that time frame, when I bought my cookware, it was worth more than the car I was driving. Now, since that time, I bought many vehicles, literally spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on cars, and I'm still using the same set of Salad Master. So what I love about the product, first of all, it's a healthier way to eat with more nutrients and no chemicals or metals going into the food. And the fact I believe it's a tremendous investment, something that everybody deserves to own. What I love about the business, well, I started in this business out of desperation rather than inspiration. Some people join this business because they believe in the mission. Some people are looking for an opportunity to make extra income. Some people want to get a set for free on our stock program. Other people like the tax advantages. Some people like the challenge and the fun and the contest and the camaraderie and learning more about healthy cooking. So many benefits to the business. But for me personally, what I love about it is the fact that I'm able to help people with the product and really change their lifestyle with the most important thing, and that's the food that they put on their family's plate every day. I believe that's one of the quickest and easiest ways to improve your health. Also, what I like about the business is have an opportunity to help and train people. And I've helped some people that have been working with us ever since the day we started in this business, and they do it part-time and they're happy with that. I've helped some people move through the ranks of not knowing anything about business to have successful multi-million-dollar businesses. And so this business really attracts a lot of people, but I like the fact that I can train people and really make an impact on their life, not only physically, but also financially. Here's some pictures of some of our team members. This is in a Vegas rally. This is at one of our recent open houses where we did a theme night for Hawaii, and there were some neat prizes with that. A little bit later, remind me, I'll give you an invitation to our open house. It's a lot. It's an evening full of food, fun, prizes. You want to reserve this Monday, 7 o'clock, and I'll give you a special invitation. And here's one of our consultants, actually 2 doctors that work with us. They just earned their set for free. And the stock program is one of the main reasons why a lot of people that don't need the money will do this business, just simply because they can get another set for their children. Sometimes people have a tight budget, so they buy the set on financing. When they get their free set, they sell their set, pay for their first set. So the whole stock program thing is just really a great tool, and it takes away the resistance or any concerns about or risk about getting involved in this business. Now, talking about health and nutrition, do you believe that what you eat affects the way you look, the way you feel, and ultimately how long you live? Makes sense, right? Now, do you know anyone in your family that maybe has high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, ingrown toenails, bad breath, baldness? No, just kidding. You know, if you look at anything in the newspaper, on TV, we really have an epidemic where health is a major issue, and health reform is not the solution. The solution is us taking personal responsibility for our health. And it really starts with choosing the right foods and also proper food preparation. Today we're going to be talking about the way you prepare your food is equally important as eating the right foods. And so food science has discovered that a lot of the cooked food that we consume is devitalized, and we've lost anywhere from 50 to 80% of the nutritional value. And there are certain enemies in the kitchen when we do cook. Number one is high heat. Number two is oxidation. And number three is when we cook with water, we lose a lot of the nutrients either through steam evaporation or down the drain. So we'll touch on some of these. There are some other items like peeling your vegetables. A lot of the nutrition is in the peel, or using the wrong type of salt or too much sodium, or heating oils or the wrong types of oils in our cooking. So there's some other items that really affect our health in a negative way when we're cooking our food. But back to high heat. High heat oxidation water, HOW. I use that as an acronym to how we destroy the goodness in our food. High heat, anything over 200 degrees, which includes boiling, steaming, microwaving, pressure cooking. Pretty much most of our traditional cooking methods are too hot. Oxidation, that's the exposure of light and air to our food. So we don't want to smell our food, we don't want to see our food cooked because it neutralizes the antioxidants. And the antioxidants are the cancer fighters, the most important nutrients in our food. And W stands for water. In traditional pots and pans, we're forced to use water, otherwise it sticks and burns. And what water does, it dissolves a lot of the nutrients. So if we're boiling, it goes down the drain. If we're steaming, it evaporates through the pan and we lose a lot of the goodness that way. So when we're preparing our food in Salad Master, we can avoid a lot of these enemies of nutrition in the kitchen. So we cook at temperatures well below boiling and steaming, 185 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's high enough to kill the bacteria and low enough to preserve the goodness. Oxidation, we're in an airtight semi-vacuum seal where your food is protected from light and air, and it maximizes the nutritional potential. And water, we have what's called waterless or water-free cooking, so your vegetables are extremely crisp, they retain their texture, and more importantly, you're not dissolving a lot of the vitamins and minerals and losing them in the steam. So studies show that when you are preparing your food this way, the way we're showing you today in Salad Master, you can preserve an average of 93 and up to 98% of the goodness. So it's going to taste good and it'll be good for you. Let's get cooking. Now, we're going to start the cooking demo. Now that was maybe about 10, 12 minutes. Most important thing is after I get the chicken on or the lasagna, I'm going to go back to the flip chart. So it's a little bit of a spaced repetition, plus it's going to take, it really, once the chicken lasagna are cooked, all I have to do is cut a salad and people eat. So I've got easily 5 to 10 minutes to spare. So I'm going to pick up the flip chart again after I get those primary ingredients on and continue with the flip chart here. Now, as you can see, arteriosclerosis, which is the #1 disease, approximately 50% of the population is at risk if you put all the cardiovascular diseases together. When we're born, you can see the arteries are clean and clear, but there is a progression. So when somebody has high cholesterol or high blood pressure or clogged arteries, it's not something that just happens. It's lifestyle induced and it's something that happens over time. So you can see that even some children and teenagers are starting to show signs of artery blockage, and usually this is when the medication kicks in. So just as the arteries can be clogged, according to Dr. Dean Ornish from his book, How to Reverse Heart Disease Naturally, he says that simply by lifestyle change of reducing the serum cholesterol in your diet, increasing the fiber, increasing the nutrition, it starts reversing the process. And so today, even the meal that you're going to enjoy can have a positive impact on your arterial health. Now it's just pictures of children down here, and you know, we all have children, and those of us that do have children, we want to do the very best for them. Unfortunately, the children are educated by the TV and advertising, and they tend to sway to certain foods that are higher in fat, higher in sodium, or processed, or fast food, or low nutritional value foods. And so we as leaders and parents, we have to guide our children to do the right things when it has to do with food. PCRM is the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. Salad Master does partner with them, and they use for all their cooking classes, for their Food for Life and Cancer Project cooking classes, they use only Salad Master cookware. And one of the reasons is it really does preserve the nutrition in the food. Dr. Barnard, who has been pretty much on every major TV and radio show, is pretty much the rock star when it comes down to health and nutrition and educating people about the right foods to eat. He has a recent book on brain health, and he talks about the the fastest growing disease in the aging baby boomers is Alzheimer's. And they're saying that there are certain things in our lifestyle that can accelerate or reduce Alzheimer's. One is heated oils, another is lack of nutrient-dense food, and number 3 is heavy metals. And sometimes the heavy metals come from the water or your work environment or even your pots and pans. So later when we do the pollution test, we'll talk a little bit more about that. Now, do you believe that there's a pill for every ill? Now, pretty much the way medicine works today is if you're sick, a doctor gives you a prescription and you get a pill. Now, some people believe that a vitamin supplement will solve their problems, but the truth is the most nutrition you're going to get is from whole foods. And we really subscribe to this, and the cooking classes that come with the cookware does promote the use of a lot of whole and organic foods and things like that. The supplement is something that we supplement in addition to good, healthy eating program. Obesity. Right now, about 1/3 the population is considered obese. 1 in 3 children are overweight, and it's crazy. In the last 30 years, the amount of obesity in children has tripled. And let's face it, it's our lifestyle, and again, it's the choices. And we know that fats and oils are a contributor. Yet, why do we cook them? Because we like the texture, because there's a rich flavor. So if we could today give you wonderful crispy on your chicken without skin and oil, that would be a good thing, right? If we could bake a cake and keep it moist without any oil, that would be a great thing, right? And if we could cook vegetables without adding any butter or margarine or any heavy cream sauces, but still have amazing flavor, can you see how cooking healthier would be easier if it tasted better? Say yes, please. Okay, so a lot of our customers really like the cookware because it's easy and convenient. And when we talk about that, the Salad Master machine definitely saves time in preparing. The cleanup, the cooking, the fact that it cooks in about half the time, you don't have to pot watch, really makes it easier even for people that don't cook. And then the cleanup and storage, well, we'll show you how that electric skillet cleans up a little later, but it's amazing. Just a little water, wipe it with a paper towel. And it's because that high grade 316 titanium surgical steel. If you look in the pictures down below, you can see how the cookware nicely fits in the dishwasher and also saves a tremendous amount of space in the cupboard. So the lid's being self-nesting. You can hang it up like this. All your saucepans can nest on top of each other. So it really is smart, functional, and perfect for the modern kitchen. Now, our cookware saves a lot of energy, approximately about 70%. And the reason why it's cooking faster on low heat, you don't have to use the oven. A big energy saver is the fact that you don't have to turn the air conditioner on after you cook to cool the house down because it's been heated so much with old-fashioned pots and pans. The energy savings really over time is a huge, huge contributor of why Salad Master pays for itself. We've had some households that have tracked their electrical bill and they've found a savings between $30 and $50 a month. Now that's huge. Try extrapolating that over a year. That can be $500, $600, $700 or even more. Over a lifetime, that can be thousands of dollars. So, you know, when we talk about Salad Master being an investment, I believe it's something everybody can afford because of the built-in savings that occurs. Now, I'm not sure if eco-friendly is important to you, but I think we all have a level of responsibility for the environment. And Salad Master, the way it's manufactured, is super, super environmentally, ecologically friendly. We call it green cooking. Now, some of the features and benefits of the cookware we talked about earlier, we got the temperature control, we have detachable handles, we have the semi-vacuum seal, and of course we have the exclusive 316 titanium surgical stainless steel. You can do some neat things like stack cooking because that even heat goes all the way through, and once the pan heats up, it takes a very minute amount of energy to maintain the temperature. Imagine if you're doing a fancy dinner and you've got your friends and family coming over, maybe it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, and you're cooking a roasted chicken and you split level cook a cake and you do some mashed potatoes and some veggies all on one burner. They'll come in the house, they can't smell anything. You're sitting back, relaxing, maybe having a lemonade or a glass of wine. They see this pyramid cooking and they go, wow, what's going on there? And literally Salad Master's doing the work for you. And that's the lifestyle that we want to provide you when you have the ultimate kitchen utensils. So ladies and gentlemen, I cut the salad here today. I'm going to ask you two questions, and that's when I start talking about this page. It's right after I cut the salad. It says, do you like the Salad Master machine? Yes. Would you like it for free? Yes. And that's when you fill out a list of 10 names. Do not let people eat until you really worked on that names list. Okay? Get at least 5 to 10 names because you want to get an instant booking a little bit later. Now, after people eat, I'll work on the instant booking. After the instant booking, I'll tie in how the stock program is not only a valuable tool, it's one of my personal goals, and by you referring more people, you really help me. So I wanted them to know that they are helping me with the referrals towards my stock program, and at the same time, I want to be promoting the stock program as an opportunity for them too. So the stock program is really, it's only, the incentive contest I'm in right now is only 30 dinners in 90 days. And really, that's only 10 dinners a month or about maybe 2 or 3 dinners a week. And some days I can do 2 or 3 dinners in one day. So it really is a perfect part-time opportunity. What I love about the stock program is because this is my business, my first set is tax deductible. So it's a business expense. I can deduct it against my income earnings. And the second set, which is free, you can keep it, sell it, or give it away. Now, I'm going to be doing this business for the long haul, so I'm going to keep my free set. But I have people I've worked with, because their budget's tight, they sell the free set. And so this is an opportunity, really. There's no reason in the world why everybody can't get a set of Salad Master, which means it is possible for everybody to get a set of Salad Master. And the stock program really, really makes it easy that way. Now, again, you probably are, your job that you have right now is satisfying all your financial needs. But some of the reasons why people get involved in this business is that extra $300 to $800 on a weekly basis. Some people make a lot more on this, but on a casual part-time basis, you can go out and cook, 2 or 3 dinners a week, and $300 to $500 a week on a consistent basis is pretty common. And for most people, it's fun. You get to meet some interesting people. You're promoting health and nutrition. So when you're promoting health and nutrition, you're thinking about health and you start living healthier lifestyle. You learn some healthy, delicious recipes, and that makes it easier to have more fun in the kitchen at home. The extra income you can also use for your children's college education fund. And nowadays, college is really expensive. It can be $40,000 to $60,000 a year. And the worst thing is getting in debt or having your children graduate with a $200,000, $300,000 bill to pay. So this additional income really gives you freedom, it gives you choices. We've been able to put our daughter through the finest college in London, and this is an opportunity available for everybody. So maybe you don't need to buy a bigger house, but maybe you want to upgrade your kitchen. Maybe you want to buy a rental property, something that you could pass on to your children and give them a better opportunity because it's expensive nowadays. And so if we can give our children a better opportunity by giving them a kickstart, the additional income in this business can allow you that. Sometimes it's just getting more free cookware. That's one of the fun parts about this business that I like. Or maybe it's about your retirement. I've had the fortunate opportunity to see 2 stock market crashes in my time with Salad Master. Unfortunately, we have excessive cash flow where that hasn't been a disastrous situation. And we already have a plan where we are in a position where we can retire and retire debt-free. And so these are certain things why people from all different backgrounds, whether they be students or homemakers or business professionals or retired doctors and attorneys are actually getting involved in this business because it's more than just money. There's tremendous opportunity. I like the contests. They're a lot of fun. There's travel clubs. We go on all expense paid trips, probably at least 3-4 times a year. And we've been all around the world. We stayed in the finest hotels. We just, are a couple days, we're going to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. We're in a contest right now to go all-inclusive down to Los Cabos, Mexico. So these are great fun incentives, and they're also available for you. And maybe they're not. Maybe they're available for somebody you know. So let me ask you, now that you've tasted the food, now that you've been educated a little bit on proper food preparation, what really impresses you most about Salad Master? And why is that important to you? So really, when we ask these questions, we're testing the water. We call it a trial close. We're determining how interested they are. Is there reservation? Is there hesitation? Maybe they're not that warm on the product, and that's okay too. If they're not, I'll do a quick demo and I leave. Simple. But if they're really warm on the product, they also give me feedback of where I need to do work on my presentation before the end of the show. Now, when we talk about this page right here, the investment page, really it's about where we're spending money. And all of us make money to do what? To spend it. Exactly. And we want to spend it on something that's good, makes us feel good, and is good for us. So if we think about this, we spend tremendous amount of money in the kitchen, and it's not just on the granite countertops or the cabinets or the stainless steel appliances. It's the food that runs through our kitchen on a daily basis. The average household, we're finding, is spending between $500 and $1,000 a month on groceries. That's $10,000 a year on food. And what we're showing you is, with the right kitchen tools, with Salad Master, you can protect that investment. You can cook quicker in half the time. You can preserve more of the nutrients. You can cook without the oil. And you can have better tasting food every day you eat for the rest of your life for your entire family. So this is why I believe that this is more important than having a fancy fridge or stove. I believe this is more important than having a nice toy like a jet ski or a flat screen TV or a fancy stereo. Those things come and go. Salad Master is lasting, and one day when your cooking days are done, you can pass this on to your children and your grandchildren. So it's something that really is available forever. Now, I don't know, is saving money important to you? Well, here's what I've found is when I seen Salad Master, I really didn't have much money. I like to say I had a PhD. I was poor, hungry, but determined. And really, when we think about it, is our product is a premium quality and also has a premium price. But the affordability index is very, very high, meaning pretty much everybody that cooks and buys groceries can afford some set of Salad Master. Maybe not the whole thing, maybe a small set. And really, it depends on how much money you spend on groceries, how much time and energy that's utilized in the kitchen, how much oil that you might use, and really how many replacement pots and pans you're going to spend over your lifetime. And what we found really is the average household in America saves approximately $80 a month cooking in this efficient way. And the way I look at that is, if you're not saving money in an efficient way, you're wasting money in an inefficient, old-fashioned cooking methodology. So this is why when I seen Salad Master, even though I didn't have a job, even though financially my budget was extremely tight, I looked at this cookware and I seen it as an opportunity, not to make money initially. I seen this as an opportunity to protect the nutrition of my food, and something that is going to pay for itself, because even buying pots and pans over your lifetime, you can spend hundreds and thousands of dollars, right? So it really is a sensible investment, something that's very practical, something that's very economical, and something that pays for itself. Now, this is the pot test page. We're going to do another clinic on that, but I'll just briefly mention that the setup of the pot test is just as important as how we execute the pot test. Your flip chart, ladies and gentlemen, there's so much good information on the back of your flip chart. When you get into the technical details of the pot test, I highly recommend you go back to the notes of your flip chart, especially when you're new, and you follow it point by point by point. You need to be able to, people need to understand why you're putting in the baking soda. And you need to have a certain sequence of which pans you test, and you want to make sure that the pans are boiled long enough, and you want to make sure you have proper representation. So there's a lot of little details. And the tipping point for most people, ladies and gentlemen, is this pot test. If you think about the evolution of the presentation, you've done the flip chart, they've tasted the food, they're impressed. But if you understand why people make decisions, they usually make changes because there's a problem with their current situation. Somebody's not going to buy a new car unless they have a problem with their car. Maybe it's a brakes, maybe they got into an accident, maybe it's because there's a safety recall, maybe they're spending too much on gasoline, but there's some sort of a problem. So people seek a solution. And reality here, ladies and gentlemen, up until now, the problem isn't that big. It's an inconvenience that food sticks and burns. It's an inconvenience that I have to stir my old-fashioned pots and pans. It's an inconvenience that destroys half the nutrition or more of my food. But really, when people taste the chemical or the metal reaction and the flavor of their pan, there's an emotional impact to them. And they see that the way they're cooking now is the wrong way to cook. And if they're intelligent and health conscious, they'll want to make an immediate change. So with that being said, we'll talk about the pot test more. After the pot test, we serve dessert and we explain the dinner show bonus. The number one objective, if you do a great presentation, people like you, they like the cookware, they see the value in the cookware, they want the cookware. The point is a lot of people will say, I want to think about it. Even if they can afford it and they like the cookware and they know they need the cookware, the number one objection you're going to get is I want to think about it. The first call special, the dinner bonus that we give, that free APIC, needs to be properly explained before you show the sets. And that's why this page is there. When we go and we explain the sets, we'll do another clinic on that later, the complete explanation of what's included in the chef set is described on the back of your flip chart. And then, as we progress, we even have the customized savings program. What does that mean? That's the back of the lifestyle questionnaire. That's where the customer fills in the blanks so they can discover what set they can afford and what set they want and what gifts come with their set. And as we continue, as we're going to smaller sets, we actually have on the back of the notes, we have the answers to the common questions or objections. Things like, I want to think about it. Things like, I can't afford it this time. Things like, we really don't do that much cooking. Or, can I get this extra gift for free? Or, it's a lot of money. I wouldn't use all those pieces. We're retired now. We're downsizing. So there's many concerns. I already have a set of waterless cookware, expensive cookware. I don't like to pay interest. I have bad credit. So all these questions and concerns are answered. And even on the very last page, we call it the sale after the sale. And the sale after the sale, ladies and gentlemen, basically, if the people don't buy, we want to pre-frame them about researching. We want to pre-frame it. We can maybe give them certain information for them to think about, direct the information by email. We can send them some links. We'll get them down to the open house. We'll talk about the internet, because sometimes people go online, they see something on eBay or Craigslist and they think it's a good deal when really it's not. And really finally, you want to open and you want to close with your most important objectives. And that's your dinner referrals and the follow-up time with these people, the business and the reason why you do this as a viable business, as a profitable business, as a life-changing business, and also whether they buy or not. You really want to let them know that you believe in this product and it can really help people. And so they know that you're sincere, you're not just out there selling something. The final thing I do want to mention is whether you sell or you don't sell, you've already got people on the phone, you've already got hopefully at least one instant booking. Schedule another dinner show with these people where they invite one other health conscious couple. Why do I say this? The last thing you do, I call it cleaning the money off the table, is if you can get in front of these people again and they bought off you, automatically you're giving them a service dinner. And that's great. Number two is if they didn't buy, you have another opportunity to build value and help them rationalize this investment. So your flip chart is really the optimal tool that's going to allow you to have fun, fast dinner presentation. Strive to improve your dinner by 1% every show. How you're going to do that is when you come home from your dinner, take a look at the lifestyle questionnaire, evaluate your performance. Don't beat yourself up. Take a look at what you did great and what areas you need to improve on. If you're constantly pushing the ball down the field, your dinner's going to get good, better, and best. It needs to be fun, interactive, high impact, and quick. If you can be in and out of the home in 2 hours without a sale, guess what? People will recommend, and you'll get lots of dinners, and you won't have to spend a lot of time prospecting because your customers will do the prospecting for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Salad Master is probably the highest impact presentation in direct sales. We integrate touch, we integrate feel, we integrate smell. This really, when mastered, can be the vehicle for you to not just make a few extra dollars, a few extra $100 a week. This can be a vehicle for you to become totally financially independent. Make the commitment to be a student of this business. Practice, rehearse, and have fun. And share the opportunity, because you never know who really is your talent. I've recruited thousands of people over the years with Salad Master. Some people I never thought would be amazing in this business. And other people I thought, well, you know, they don't need the money, that turned out to be amazing in this business. We're recruiting on different levels. We're recruiting basically for helpers. We're recruiting for people that are comfortable doing presentations and talking in front of people in public. We're looking for people with management skills and people with desires and aspirations and dreams, and people that want to be financially independent, people that want to control their time and their money, and people that really are business professionals, and they're looking for the next best vehicle. I will tell you something about this business, ladies and gentlemen. You're at the right place, right time, right product, and the right team. The timing in the marketplace has never been better. We've got people getting more and more interested in health and nutrition, people getting more and more interested in cooking, and more people are actually in a position where they're getting higher taxes and they need a business vehicle like this. So make your dinner fun, make your dinner fast, and I'll see you at the top.